Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to the large environment part 3. So, I wanted to give you a brief introduction to CityEngine. I like this software because it allows us to create a big city in no time. And of course, major companies around the world use it for generating big cities. So without further talking, let's get on. As you see here, I already done some testing, so let's show you how I did it. First thing we should do is to import our terrain. So under the scene tab, hit new map layer, and as you can see we have 5 choices. Choose the terrain and hit next. Now we have the terrain window appears. In this version I wanna show you how to import our terrain as a height map, but there is second choice where you can import your terrain as an OBJ. Hit browse and manipulate to your height map. For some reason it won't work for me, so I mirror it inside Photoshop. Wait a second, so CityEngine make his magic. Second parameter to change here is the minimum height. I think I experiment a lot with this value and I found that around 1000 it should work for me. For the location of our terrain, I found that it's good to make it in the origin. Hit finish and we're ready to go. Okay, here's our terrain. As you see, the height is not the same as in the word creator, so we should fix it. So to fix this problem, I experiment a lot with the value of height, but nothing. The right solution I found is to import our terrain exported from word creator as an OBJ and use it as a reference for aligning our terrain with the height map imported. As you see, the height map and our reference terrain are not correctly aligned, so within the selection of our height map terrain layer, we may change our minimum height to a certain value so our two terrains align correctly. Now I think we're ready to go and for populating some streets and buildings. Another thing we should do is we want our building to generate in the cliff area, so the solution here is to create an obstacle map. I already painted inside Photoshop and imported here in CityEngine. It's only a black and white map, as you can see, so we can generate buildings inside the white area. For this map I used Substance Painter for creating this map, and you can achieve the same result inside other software like Photoshop or Mari. Okay, now it's time to create some streets and populate some buildings within the help of the obstacle map, of course. Let's do it. To grow streets, should go to the graph, and in the graph menu you can select the grow street. A new window appears We have options to change it, so trying to experiment with those values, and that's it. For some reason it won't work for me because the origin is, as you can see, the obstacle map is black in the origin, so we should move it to a white area so we can grow streets from it. I change and I put some random numbers for the number of streets. The type is organic, and that's it. Hit apply. Okay, this is our streets and this is our graph. As you can see, the blocks are very small. We should change it to have a few buildings here. As you know, we already moved the obstacle map, so we should move also our obstacle map to the origin and to have a better aligning for our terrain. So let's do it. Here we should now align them to our terrain. So to do so, we should select our streets, and here in the viewport select align streets to terrain. The only thing we should do here is to change the height map to our terrain layer. Hit finish, and here we go. And boom, we have our streets correctly aligned to our terrain. Next thing we want to do is to generate our buildings. Let's do it. Select our streets, and as you can see, we have in the inspector the shapes tab. Select rules and assign some rules to generate our buildings. I'm using here the international Serie.cga from the CityEngine library, and for the starting rule you should set it to lot. To finish, hit generate. CityEngine will try to create the same kind of buildings, because here CityEngine try to automatically generate buildings, so you can't change it, and try to change and have some variation inside your city, and that's it. Have fun and see you in the export section. To export our Serie from CityEngine to another software, select your Serie and in the file menu, go to the file menu and hit exports. The exports window will appear and select your export model of selected shapes and terrain layer. There is a bunch of formats you can export. For me, I use the FBX exporter. It's only a personal choice. And of course, in any software when you export, you have the same parameters, and try to experiment with those parameters, and hope to see you in the next time. So let's chat. Thank you so much. Hope you like it. Enjoy.